Alright, question of the week. This one's pretty easy because I only had 2 comments and only one of them was a question. So here we go. Wonder if you would be willing to provide some insight into what kind of process and setup you use to get your videos completed. Does it take investment into a camera, mics, lights, and software to get going? Also, what is the time investment to process each video? Opportune question. I am not challenging, but I'm asking people to go ahead and do some hobbying and upload a video, so it would probably be good if I told you how I'm doing this. So I'm recording this right now on an iPhone 6s Plus that I did not buy for this, on a tripod and camera mount that I picked up from Amazon. I think the tripod was a used, like new. It was like $27 for both of them, and that's all that I spent. I'm not using a mic. You can probably tell by the poor audio quality. I'm not using lights. You could probably tell by the poor lighting. And I think if I had waited to get all that, I probably never would have done it. So I decided to go with what I had, and actually it was the gentleman over at Sonic Sledgehammer Studio on one video commented that he was recording on his phone, and that stuck in my brain. I was like, wow, I have a phone. I could do this. And so I kind of jumped in. After I do the recording, I edit in iMovie, which is the free Apple software for doing this. I watched one tutorial and played around with it for an afternoon. I'll link it in the comments below, or the description below, or somewhere below. And the main features I use, there's a split, which you'll see it. It's very intuitive. It's got nice little pictures. Use it to chop up your video. You can speed up the video, you can add music, add voiceovers. I do most everything through voiceovers. The guy in the video will go over that, and just play around with it in the afternoon, take some video, and just mess around with the options. It's pretty easy. So the process, I'm trying to be out of bed by 5 every morning. You can see as I go through the week, I start a little bit later because I'm a little bit slower. I record, I paint for hobby until about 6. Sometimes a little earlier, like if I have to clean my dry brushes or something before I go to work. And then I do most of the video editing, like snipping out the dead space, speeding it up, detaching the audio, that kind of stuff, throughout the day as I have opportunity. And then after I get home from work, I do voiceovers. I do one take almost always. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. So it's probably less than 2 hours, and that's just me not really know what I'm doing and kind of bubbling my way through. So once I get more proficient, I bet it would speed up. So an hour of hobbying and about 2 hours of video editing spread throughout my day. And then as soon as I'm done with the voiceovers, I upload it to YouTube. iMovie will export it right for you. And then I have it ready, so when I get up the next morning, I make that video go live and I tape the next one. So it's very minimal money investment, especially if you already have a tripod or anything like that. And the time investment, I just made it work for me, and I purposely set a certain amount of time that I think is realistic to get what I get out. I'm kind of leaning towards quantity over quality, and it fits my lifestyle right now, and that's working. So that's what I use. iPhone, tripod, iMovie, less than 2 hours of editing and voiceover, shoot it up on YouTube. And I'm probably gonna go ahead and put up my first video with some commentary on just how bad it was, just so you can see how bad my first video was. And the rest of them, I think, have gotten better. I'm learning, and I thought maybe it would be worthwhile just kind of scrapping this week and just getting good. But then I think having the whole process up there for people to be able to see and kind of see as I make mistakes and how I get better, I'm hoping that would encourage other people to do that same kind of thing. And don't try to be perfect, don't try to have the perfect setup, don't have perfect scripts, and don't wait till you're the perfect painter. Just if you're doing this and you want to contribute to whatever everybody else is doing on YouTube, if you want to get content for other people to watch, if you want to encourage other people to make content, then just start doing something. You probably have a phone, tripods are cheap, iMovie is free, and even if it's not every day, I'm sure you could take some video, find a couple hours throughout the week, and you could have something up, and the whole community would be better for it, and we would all have more hobbying to enjoy.